One of the most common feedbacks that I get for people who are on the 21 Day Fix Eating Plan is that they're still hungry every day. And so I wanted to go over a few key points to ensure that you're not starving every single day while you're on the eating plan because you shouldn't be. The first thing that I want to mention is that there's a difference between being hungry and feeling like you should eat more. And what I mean by that is when we're hungry, we know we're hungry. Our body is asking us to feed it more nutrients because it's what it needs. When we feel like we should be eating more, it's usually when we're moving to this kind of plan that's a high volume, low calorie diet plan. We're used to eating a higher calorie, low volume, low nutrition diet plan. And so we feel like we're not eating as much as we should. And even though our body's not hungry because it's getting the nutrients that it needs. So if you're feeling hungry, just take a pause and ask yourself, is it that I'm hungry or is it that I'm used to eating more and my body is adjusting? The second thing that I want to make sure that you're doing if you're feeling hungry is that you're hydrating. If you're not drinking the amount of water that you should be drinking throughout the day, you're going to feel more hungry. So ensure that you are hydrating enough for your body weight. So it should be your body weight divided by 2 is the amount of ounces of water you should drink every day. So if you weigh 160 pounds, then you divide that by 2, you should be drinking 80 ounces of water a day. The next thing that I want to go over is that you are ensure that you are in following the container plan. Excuse me. I've talked to a lot of people who they still feel hungry, and when I get more feedback from them, they're actually not eating all their containers. So they may be skipping a vegetable container or a protein container. They may not be eating their healthy fat container. And so the amount of containers that are given to you are given to you for a reason, and you need to ensure that you're eating them because, like I said, this is a high volume, low calorie diet. And what that means is the volume of the food, the nutrients in the food, it fills up your stomach more. So 300 calories of oil is not the same as 300 calories of vegetables. 300 calories of oil is going to barely fill up, the bottom of your stomach, whereas 300 calories of vegetables and fruit is really going to fill up your stomach. You're going to digest it faster because it's more nutrient rich and nutrient dense, but you're going to feel more full. So ensure that you're eating all the calories on your plan. The next thing that I want to go over is that you're filling your containers correctly. And what I mean by that is, this is a cup of spinach. I put some spinach in here. This is a cup. So this would be a green. So when you put it in here, what you're supposed to do is fill up the container. So you can see that a cup of spinach doesn't actually fill the container all the way. And so you can add more to it, and as long as the lid fits and you can shut it, then you can eat it. So you can't necessarily measure these containers and say, okay, this is 1 cup, this is 1 cup, this is, and so on and so forth, and this is a tablespoon. It has to be, if it fits in the container and you can put the lid on, then you can eat it. So ensure that you're filling your containers. If you're still hungry and you're doing all these things that I've mentioned, it could be because you're losing weight quickly, you're exercising more, so your body's asking you for more nutrients. And if you want to add, more containers, start by adding a vegetable. You can't really overeat vegetables. And also, when you look at the list of food, they're listed from healthiest to least healthy. So if you're going to be adding an extra vegetable container, start at the top. Maybe add a broccoli or a tomato. From here, if you're still hungry and you're adding an extra vegetable, maybe add half a protein and half a fat. And that should help you really start to feel more full and give you the nutrients that you need to help you promote your muscle growth and still promote your weight loss. The reason that I'm skipping adding these first is because fruits are a simple carb, and so your body processes them fast and turns them into sugar faster. And so as much as fruit is good for us, that's why we get less fruit containers than we do vegetables or protein. Same goes for carbs. We still want complex carbs in our diet, like sweet potatoes and quinoa and couscous and brown rice and even sprouted bread, things like that. We still want them in our diet, but again, if we're going to be adding to the plan, we really want to start by adding our vegetables and then start with half a container protein, half a container extra of healthy fats. And that's only if you're still feeling hungry and you feel like you need to eat more. If you have any more questions about the container system, feel free to ask me. I'm here to help. Have a great day.